Alright everybody, and welcome back to episode 27. Yes, I think it's 27 on the ManniCraft server with Black Dog Z. Alright, so we've made a few small changes here. So if you take a look around, I've added just pressure plates so that the doors automatically close to make things look nicer. You'll see that our room has a lot more barrels now. Now that we have our infinite wood system, we're able to fill this right up. So I've gone ahead and placed most of the items that we'll be using on a regular basis in here. The only thing I didn't was bricks and electrum, vile dust. Basically anything you see in this chest didn't get placed. Things like bows will never actually be placed in here because if they've taken damage, this system has no way of knowing where to put it, because if it's taken damage, it's not technically the same item. So the way that goes is that it's just not going to give you what you want there. So the other thing that we did was, what else did we do? Oh, we made a lot of sand. I'm actually going to take that here right now. And so we're just making sand out of our cobble because we have a ton of cobble and really nothing to do with it. So we're just making sand out of it, and I'm just going to grab a couple more stacks and we'll put them in there. As you can see, there's quite a bit in here already. And that's not going to quite fit, so we'll just take the last 14 cobble and just throw it back into the system. Alright, we've added a few things. To the sorting system over here. And basically it'll automatically cook our food for us, grind up what we need, or just cook what we need. So blue is grind and cook, white is just cook, and yellow is just grind. So like our tungsten ore, we just want it ground. We don't want it cooked because it doesn't cook in there. So as you can see, we have a neat system set up here. 3 different colors so that we can do all that. We have our infinite lava system that we set up earlier. It's still working beautifully. And over here, we have our system over here. Now, I've made a few small changes. I replaced the chest that was here with this relay so that I could switch from Buildcraft pipes to this piping. And I just have everything being piped in here as excess. So like as an example, this is the furthest motor. So if for some reason it can't fill these motors with its peat, it will go ahead and just drop it off here just so we have the place for the extra to go. Our wood, our saplings, our ash, apples, sand, and of course hummus can all go in here. So I've also gone ahead and told the hummus system that whenever it makes hummus, just automatically pipe it into this system. So that's exactly what we're doing. And you'll see it's a little confusing here. The system luckily knows exactly what it's doing when it comes to that, so that shouldn't be an issue. We can of course always place a thing right there, but it shouldn't be an issue at all for it. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't seem to have a problem. It knows exactly where it's going. And of course this is a restriction tube, so that makes sure that the peat goes to every single engine it can before going to that section over here. So when it's going over here, just like we saw, that means that the peat engines are all full and it's making more peat. So now we come over here. Now this still isn't automated. We still have to manually fill up our peat bog with bog earth. But that's still not so bad because as you can see, there's plenty of bog earth in there for it to use. And I can, of course, put the bog earth into here. Sorry, I guess it automatically does make the bog earth over there, but we have to put the dirt and the sand in over here. And so I can just put dirt and sand in here, and it'll automatically create it. And of course, it automatically does put dirt on its own, so for the most part, that's not an issue. Because dirt just comes down here, as you can see it coming here now. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to go into here. Now, as soon as it gets enough dirt, it automatically pushes it over there and makes more when it can. You'll saw that there was a whole bunch of bog earth just waiting in this system here, and every 30 seconds it tries to refill that. So that's going to be full for quite some time, and should get us plenty more wood and apples and saplings, just so that we can keep this system going. That's all that peat bog really does, is it's just to get us the peat that we need to run other things. Now I could probably run a farm off this excess peat, and that's the plan, is to go over here, dig a hole, and go over to our actual farm, which is right over here, and we will go ahead and set up automated farms. Now, the thing about an automated farm is it's a little different than the farm we're currently using, so we'll need to take up more space. So when we move our farm to an automated farm, we're going to need to move it so that it has more space, because it's kind of trapped between two buildings. Alright, that closed. As you can see, every door and stuff now automatically closes. And of course, I'm using the same pressure plate for both of those. So either one of these can be manually opened, of course, but if you do that, it opens them both and closes them both. Now, this system here I managed to fix after we built it. I've gone ahead and just put this like this and ran a yellow cord over to this one. The yellow is because it needs to be able to push 128, and this will allow me to get the inventory I needed in order to make our super mining drill, the diamond one. So I have titanium dust, 2 of them. I have a bunch of hydrogen and aluminum dust that I'm not quite sure what to do with at this point, but what we need to do is we need to cook that titanium dust. So in order to cook titanium dust, we'll just show you here. So you get your titanium dust, and the only way it can be cooked, industrial blast furnace. So we got to put that in an industrial blast furnace that's running 128 EU a tick in order to make the ore that we need, the titanium, in order to make our diamond drill. Now, as for a blast furnace, I actually have all the parts for it here. Like I said, I was working on this over time, and we now have all of the parts needed. So let's go ahead and put that together. So, we just have to remove that and put induction furnaces in each corner, an advanced machine in the center, these golden electron tubes in the corner. Of course, you can use many things for these corner pieces, but I just happen to have some golden electron tubes. And there's our industrial blast furnace. Now, unfortunately, our industrial blast furnace doesn't really have a place it can go. So for now, we're actually just going to put it here. Why we're going to put it there is so that we can take yellow cabling and just run it over there. We should have some extra insulated rubber cabling so that we can just do that and give it power. Incomplete machine casing inventory. So I now have my industrial blast furnace. It has everything. So now that we have that, as you can see, apparently the system, since we logged in, has put us in cheat mode, which is weird. That shouldn't have happened. Could have swore I heard a door open. Anyone else hear a door open? Oh, well, there's no one even else around. Alright, so as I was going to do, is I was going to look at this, and I was actually just going to hit R on that. Come on, right click. I want to see industrial blast furnace recipes. Apparently it doesn't want to show us industrial blast furnace recipes that way. Well, that's kind of odd, but we can get our industrial blast furnace recipe that we're looking for by just pressing R on the titanium dust and then right clicking it. So once we do that, we see that we have to put that here and it will come out there. Now I'm thinking, judging by what it's saying on the blast furnace, that we actually need something else in order to do this. We can't just put this here and it'll work. I have no clue what these things are, so we're going to have to find out. So for now, we're just going to do that, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I don't think that's going to do anything. It's not draining power though, so we're good to go there. So now I just need to find out what it needs in order to make that run. So, now that we've done that, what is it that we're going to do today? Well, I was thinking we'd get started on ThaumCraft. That's right, we've been talking about that for quite some time. And I think it's about time we finally get started on that. So the first thing we need to do is we need a Thaumonomicon. Now, they're actually really easy to build. So if I go like that, this is a Thaumonomicon. Now unfortunately, it doesn't tell you how to build it. But I'm pretty sure I know how. So, The problem is that they don't tell you anything about this system. So the first thing we're going to do actually is we're just going to take a stick and put it there. And I need, actually wait. I can't remember exactly how this goes. First thing we need though, and this I know, is we're going to need a shard. Now we have lots of shards, but we only need one. So we'll take that shard. So look at that. I have a shard. Now I need to make an apprentice wand. Now to make an apprentice wand, I can't remember if it was gold or a gold nugget. Well, we can try a gold nugget. That gives us 9 nuggets. So yeah, as you can see, you need a gold nugget, a shard of any kind, and a stick. This gives you a wand of the wand of the apprentice. So now I can put the wand of the apprentice in my inventory, and it's going to quickly fill full of what's called vis. This allows the wand of the apprentice to actually work. So now that we have a wand of the apprentice, the next thing we need to do is make the Thaumonomicon. Now, oh, I've only got one. I'm going to put that back because we want to leave one in there. Huh. That's ender pearls. We don't have any. Okay. So, what we're going to have to do is, first of all, we'll go over here. We're going to need 9 of those. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take these, of course, and we're going to make paper. So now I have the paper that I need. I need some dead cows. That's what I need. Unfortunately, all we have are live cows. What a conundrum. Not quite sure. Really? I didn't remember using an ore there, but apparently it's stating that there's an ore there. So let's go ahead and get us some dead cows. So we just need one more, I think. Yeah, perfect. So only had to kill 2 of them, and we got plenty of leather. And the nice part about our new system is that we no longer have to worry about anything. We just take the raw meat that we got and we just shove it in the chest. And it will automatically do what it needs to do. So we'll take our leather, put it here, and get a couple of books. Over in this one, we'll see that we have plenty of wood. So we can build a bookshelf. Now this bookshelf, you can just set down anywhere. I'm just going to set it down here. Then you take your Wand of the Apprentice, and just right-click on it. And then if you walk into it, you'll get your Thaumonomicon. So let's take a look at this, shall we? Alright, so we've got a couple different things that we can look at. We've got knowledge fragments, which I actually have a bunch of. And we might need some more in order to learn the knowledge from the knowledge fragments. A research table. So if we click on that, we'll see that we need 2 regular tables and a scribing tools. Now to make a table, let's see. Okay, yes. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out how to... Okay, here's the tables. So to make a table, we just need some planks and some slabs. So let's go ahead and make a couple of tables, shall we? Well, that was simple. We need 3 tables. And then we're going to go over here. And we're actually just going to place down... Well... Yeah, we'll put it here for now. Alright, so there's our 3 tables. Now this is probably going to get moved, and the reason for that is because we're going to have a ThaumCraft room so that we can put all our little ThaumCraft goodies in it. Alright, so let's go back to the Thaumonomicon. So we've gone ahead and created the tables for our arcane work table, which is a single table, as well as our research table. Now we need to make scribing tools. Now to make scribing tools, really simple. You need a glass bottle, a feather, and an ink sac. Now I do believe that we have all of these items. So if we go over here, so much stuff. If we left click that, we'll end up with an ink sac. Okay. So now, where's my ink sac? Did I pick it up? Yep, okay. So we got our ink sac. Next we need to find our bottles and a feather. Okay. So let's take a look at our mob drops. See what we got here. Nothing in there. Let's take a look at our plant materials. Nothing in there. Alright. Nothing in there. So as you can see, we have 3 knowledge fragments. Ah, here's some bottles. Now it would appear that we don't have any feathers, so we're going to have to make some feathers. Easiest way to make feathers is to kill a chicken. Now unfortunately, we don't have any chickens. So now we got a couple of chickens. We're just going to let the chickens actually just run around in this room. There's 4 of them. And we'll let them run around and age. While we're doing that, let's take another look at that Thaumonomicon. So, as you can see, this is the Thaumonomicon, and it actually tells you a bookshelf with the Wand of the Apprentice. Unfortunately, you need to know that in order to get a Thaumonomicon. So, it's something that's kind of odd. Now, we have a Wand of the Apprentice. This is the thing that we built, and again, you wouldn't have known this unless you actually, unless you've actually done it before. Neat. So apparently, you can get 2 golden nuggets by combining Charis, which is expensive, precious, valuable, with Metallum, metal mine ore. So, if you combine 2 Metallum and a precious, which is basically just like a gold, I think has that, you get 2 golden nuggets. Now, that doesn't seem like a very good deal, because if we take a look at this, oh wait, you get 4 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 2, you get 8 gold nuggets instead of 9. So yeah, you're still losing out a little bit, but the fact that you can do that with the wand is actually pretty cool. So, we have these things called glass vials. They're made with clay on the workbench. And if you just put clay on a workbench, you can get a glass vial. So we're going to have to go hunting for clay again, because we're all out of clay. We just have brick now. And then we have a bunch of information on magic. So let's take a look at the crucible here. Now this is just a cauldron that you hit with the wand, but the crucible is an important tool for any thaumaturge. It allows him or her to render physical objects into their component essentia and recombine it again as he wishes. So from what I remember from this, you can put that there, boil some water, and this will allow you to heat up that water, and basically when you dump stuff in it, you can get magical properties out, which is kind of cool. And of course, very important for the work that we're going to be doing. Now, unfortunately, I don't know where we're going to fit that in here. I guess I could just put it here. Yeah, I think we'll just put it there. So, we're going to need something. Okay, the chickens don't appear to be by the door. Yeah, they are. Okay, so we're going to need something that stays on fire. Now, you have a choice. You could put lava, or you could put, I can't speak today, netherrack. So I think we're going to go with the netherrack option. Alright. Now, normally you'd want to be wary of putting netherrack down because the system is designed... Oh shit. What was he doing there? Well, we just got some feathers. Oh no, our birds are escaping. Oh well, we can make new ones. In fact, birdies. Come and die like a good man. It's not even nighttime out. How did you spawn? Oh, it's the end of night. That's why. Oh, shit. I am using my Vorpal sword. So I think I just managed to get a zombie head. Let's see. Yeah, we now got a zombie head. I'm just going to put the zombie head up here, along with my skeleton head. Can't believe that happened. Did I lose anything? Did he die? I don't see him. He must have died. Okay, well, we're going to have to fix this. Not happy about it, but it does happen. Okay, so let's go get some wood. I wasn't expecting a creeper on the other side there. Oh, really? Okay. I guess. At least I got my Arctic gate. At least I managed to keep that. Okay, so now... Okay, Alright, so let's go outside and fix this. Okay, so... wood. There should be wood here. Here, here. Here, here, here. Here. Oh shit, a creeper got in here. No! Okay, these creepers can go... Oh no! That was my bat box. Okay, I still have the bat box. These creepers can just go away. Oh no, you guys are getting out now. Yep, definitely wrecked the door. Oh, whoops. Those should be halves. Still have a pressure plate. Grab some more half. Okay, we're gonna have to make some more half block. We're gonna have to make some more wood, period. Where's that door? It's very sad when you're working on something and creepers decide that they're going to join the party, because they just ruin everything, and that's not a good time. There's nothing worse than having a creeper ruin your party when you're trying to do some work. We're just going to go ahead and turn that off. Yeah, that's the other thing that you'll notice is that this system will not run properly. And yes, I do know that this isn't pumping right now. But yeah, this system will not run properly with that switch there because this guy turns off, so I have to turn him off in order to get oak wood planks. Now what I was going to do before he interrupted me was I was in the progress of course he technically took all this down for me, and if I was paying attention I wouldn't have put it up like that. That's right, chicken. And you'll see what I'm doing is I'm actually replacing the full block walls with half block. And I know it's taking a little bit of extra wood to do this, but it technically makes your wood flame proof. Here we go. It unfortunately does not make it creeper proof. So, there we go. The interior of the house is pretty much fixed. I still have to fix this. Creeper did a number on that. What do I got? I am looking for cobblestone piping. Liquid ducts, cobblestone. Alright. Oh, so annoying. Go away. Oops. Alright, so now I got my cobblestone piping there. I should be able to put an arctic gate here. Now I need to go downstairs and just verify that that connected. Not quite. Before I turn on the arctic gate. There we go. Huh. That looked ugly. Okay, well that's much better than it was at least. We'll put our bat box back down. Now if you remember correctly, we actually had our bat box. So I'm going to need a wrench. There we go, Industrialcraft wrench. And if you shift click, it'll point downwards. Did I get? I did not. Need a copper cable. I should have one left. Yep. Alright, so that's refilling. I apparently lost this. I lost a lot of stuff made out of wood. Which kind of makes me sad. Okay. Do I have any more doors? No. That's alright, we didn't need a door here anyway. I think it fell all the way down. Okay, that appears to have fixed that at least. I still have to clean this area up, but that's not a huge issue. You die. Alright, so we lost our chickens in here. That's not a huge issue either, though, because... Why did I do that? The reason that that's not a huge issue is because we have so many chickens already that it's not really all that important. Sorry, not chickens. We have a whole bunch of eggs already. Like if we go in here and take a look, you'll see that we have one full barrel and another one almost full. Wow, there's still a chicken in here. And I do believe I have a feather. Yep. So you can die. Now, I may need more feathers later, but unfortunately at this time I don't really want to wait. I don't like having those guys running around the house, and I really don't have a pen for them yet. Alright, so now that we've fixed our entire house, got everything looking pretty again, it's getting night. Let's go ahead and get this fire set up. So now I should be able to take another rack, and I want to put it here. Yes, okay. And then I need to light it on fire. And I know somewhere I have a tool for that. Just a vanilla Minecraft flint and steel. If I have to make a new one, I'll be annoyed. You know what? Now that I think about it, I haven't seen my flint and steel in a while. Oh, it's right there. It's not like it's something that you use often, so we're just going to go ahead and light that up. Shit. Apparently, half blocks now light on fire. That's not good. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to get a new room before we can do that portion of it anyway. Do I have... Where's my drill? Oh, it's right there. So before we can do this portion of it, we're going to have to get something so that we can keep that fine and not just trying to kill us. Okay, now normally I wouldn't use wood here in this circumstance, but I just want to get that done. We'll just cover that back up. But what we will do is we'll go ahead and take our wand before we go, and we're just going to right click on that, and bam! We now have a table, and this is the coolest thing I saw, is you put your wand inside the table, and the wand is actually on the table, so you can tell where your wand is. So, that does that. And let's go ahead, and we have our feather, we have our ink, and we should have a bottle. So let's go ahead and make that really quickly, because we're reaching the end of the episode. I think it goes like that. There we go. This is just a set of scribing tools. Now here's the thing. Your scribes, it's like this. If you right click on this one, your tools will appear on that side. If you right click on this one, the tools will appear on that side. So it all really depends on how you want it set up. Now the thing you need to know is that if you do it on this side, it'll appear on the back corner, I believe. And on this side, it appears on the front corner because it's technically backwards. So I'm just going to right click, see? So it goes in the back corner, which is exactly what we want to do. And then we have our research system. Now we're just going to need some paper in order to do some research. Of course, we have almost an unlimited supply of reed, so that's not an issue when it comes to making paper. So we're just going to grab a stack of reed, actually, and a stack of reed should make a stack of paper. So let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. Got ourselves a stack of paper. Now I should be able to just put the paper in here. And there you go. Now, let's go ahead and try some research. I'm just going to put something in here. I know that coal is a major one off the beginning. Eggs are pretty good. You know, we're just going to grab some eggs. And if we take a look at eggs, and I'll actually show you that, and we shift on that, it's meat and the arrows. I'm not quite sure which one the arrow is, but we'll find out now, won't we? Kind of wish it would tell you, but until you get your glasses, which I've seen other people use, it doesn't really tell you. So we can do that, and we can actually hit the research button. And look at that. It's called Permutadio. And it's 40% complete, so we just want to keep clicking the button until it says it's 100% complete and it has the little wavy things around it. And it looks like that is good to go. So now we can take our egg out. And now it appears that that is an unknown theory. Not quite sure what the unknown theories are for, but we're just going to put them in here for now. Alright, so we actually managed to do something. Let's go ahead and put torches in here. Alright, so Night Ore is 40% complete. Now, if we take a look at this, it doesn't really tell us much. It just tells us Night Ore. Now, Night Ore is basically like this thing here, except this is Elementium. But Night Ore is very, very similar in that it contains magic. So most likely, whatever it is that we're going to be researching probably contains magic. So if we just take a look at a few things, we find all sorts of different symbols. Wow, there's a lot in that one. Unfortunately, it does not appear that any of that contains magic. I want to go ahead and just do one research. Most of my research is probably going to be off camera, but I wanted to get a little bit of research in with you guys just so you can see what it's all about. So I'm just grabbing a few random things that I think might give us a good indicator of what we're trying to do here. And I have a ton of this one. So we can go ahead and research these particular materials and see if they have any effect on it. So let's go ahead and do so. Now for my research, I will not be doing any reading. Okay, so it's none of those. None of those. None of those. None of those. We already know it contains luck. It does not contain Visium. See if maybe it contains Potentia. Oh, it definitely contains something from this. Oh, we got 2 items. And Ignis is the last item. So we got Potentia there. And if we take a look at this, it actually gives us so much information here. But we already know that we need Ignis, which is fire. Netherrack has that. So we're just going to put that piece of Netherrack in there. Oh, we didn't get too far with Netherrack. Now, of course, we could be using coal, but coal does have another use. So we might as well just use Netherrack. Because honestly, how often do you get to say Netherrack was useful? So let's go ahead and research that until we get to 100%. There we go. We discovered Night Ore. So now if we just right click on it, there you go. Research complete Night Ore. So now if we go to our Thaumonomicon, which is right here, and we look at it, you'll see that Night Ore has been completed. So we're trying to do that one still, and this one, and this one. Now I happened to find a piece of this while we were out and about. So chances are, whatever elements are in this particular thing that we found is what we're going to have to research. That'll make that a little bit easier. And then there's that and that. So now we're going to have to research all of this and just work our way into these other researches and see if we can figure out all this research. Now there's researches you can't see on here that exist. So we're going to hopefully try to find all of them without looking. And I do recommend, if you haven't read up on these, like the aspects of magic, great wood trees, silver wood, the aura, flux, shimmer leaf, cinder pearl, and infused ore, you're going to want to make sure you read up on those. Because everything about flux and shimmer leaf is very important to ThaumCraft. And if you're not careful, you can cause some very bad effects. So everybody, we are already way over where I wanted to be, but we've started some ThaumCraft research, and I'm hoping to have some goodies for you guys to make next episode. Alright.